Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. I hope that you are having a profitable trading week. Please like, comment, and subscribe. In this video, we'll be looking at the best EA to trade gold. So what we'll be doing in this series is looking at different expert advisors that could potentially be profitable or part of a trading plan for trading gold. Now, gold has its own characteristics and does trade differently from other pairs. It is not only important to keep an eye on fundamentals, but also understand what affects the market. The two EAs we'll be using is Center EA and Dark Moon. Now, both of these EAs do use a grid function. However, they do work differently. We will be using a $1,000 cent account, which is 100,000 balance, with the highest leverage possible. The idea behind this is to see what sort of return we would be able to get and how this would compare to the backtesting results. First, what I'm going to do is run a strategy test for both of the bots. To open the strategy tester, we're going to first select Dark Moon. Now, Dark Moon was designed to trade on the 5, the 15, and the hourly. However, for comparison's sake of the two bots, I will be trading it on the 1 minute time frame. So first what I'm going to do is run the bot on default so that we can see how it would react against gold over the last month. So we see that it goes into a deep period of drawdown, which is typical of a martingale EA. So let's take a look. It places a lot of trades. So what we're going to do with this test is see the difference between a bot that trades a lot and a bot that places very few trades. So we see a total net profit of $500, however, a relative drawdown of $4,000. That means a 0.5% return versus a 4% drawdown. The reason why I'm going to forward test the bots and not rely on strategy testing is because of the modeling quality for gold. Let's test the preset that I created for gold. However, do remember that the modeling quality is poor. So I have made a few settings to Dark Moon. Very important to adjust it for the security that you are trading. So what we are looking at is I've changed the dark period to 200. Allow, buy, and sell at the same time will be on false for both of these robots. We will be using the grid, however, there's been a few adjustments. Complying with the indicator condition has been changed to true from default, and the minimum distance is now at 10 pips or 100 points. I'm also using the minimum distance on the ATR, which has been enabled to true. The ATR period is 9 and the ATR multiplier is 2. I've also enabled the closure on indicator settings as follows. Enable closing on dark trend true and close only in profit as true. Because we are creating a bot that will take less trades, I've adjusted the take target to 150 and 250. Next, the average trailing stop is at true and true. And I've set it to start at 100, which is 10 pips, and to trail by 5 pips or 50 points. So these are the adjustments that I've made to Dark Moon. The set file will be available on the Google Drive. So let's take a look at the results. We see a beautiful return curve. However, do remember that the testing or modeling quality is very poor. So this is the reason why we will be testing both of these bots on the live market. You'll see a modeling quality of only 25%. There are a few ways around this, however, I do prefer testing it in the live market. So a total trades of 22, 100% win rate, and a total net profit of $3,563 or 3.5% in a month with 1% drawdown. Next, we move on to our second bot, which will be Center EA. Now for Center EA, again, I created a separate set file for gold. Specifically, if you were to use the default set file, you will get into trouble because the grid will be too small. So this has also been set to balance lot. However, the lot multiplier is on 1. Most of the other settings have been left at default. I have adjusted the stop loss to be the same as the one for dark moon. I've adjusted the maximum spread, which is an important specification when trading gold, and two-way orders have been disabled. So both of the bots are only allowed to trade in one direction at a time. I have enabled the news filter, the additional filter has been set to 5, and the higher time frame filter is enabled. Let's take a look at the graph. So immediately you can see that it's placing a lot more trades than dark moon. So by testing these two different strategies, we'll be able to tell, is it better to work with a bot that places a lot of trades or look for quality instead of quantity? So here we have the return graph for Center EA using the set file that I've created. And according to the backtest, we'll be looking at a 57% return in a month. That's $57,000 return in a month with a drawdown of about 20%. The profit factor is 2.59. And if we look at the short positions and total positions, short and long positions, it's 75.32%. Total trades is 466 in the month compared to the 22 trades placed by dark moon. If we look at the largest loss and the largest win, you'll see the largest loss is significantly bigger. Now that we have looked at this set files, I want to talk about the specifications when it comes to trading gold. Firstly, the spread. Now, when it comes to spread, it is very important to adjust your set files for your own broker. So first what you need to do is compare the spread to what you usually trade. So typically, the bots are created for Euro USD, which has a spread of 10. Next, when it comes to your broker, you'll have different contract specifications. Always check this between different prop firms, guys, so that you don't get into trouble with your lot sizing. It's important to check the volume step, as well as the swap fees for long and short, because this does come into effect with a bot that trades a lot like Center EA. So remember to check your own contract specifications before testing bots on gold. Now that we have created our two set files, I'm going to set up the VPS for our trading. To do this, you will need two separate charts, and both of these will be running on the 1 minute. I've already created a template that I'll be using for trading, just to give us an idea of what it will look like. Now that we have our two charts available, we can add the bots to the charts. Now, very important, I often get questions about my bot that's not placing a trade. Make sure to check the troubleshooting guides on the MQL5 website. For this kind of test, it will be running on a low latency VPS with a relatively low spread. So this is very important for your results. Let's take a look at the latency. 12.95, little high. Let's take a look. 12.95 to the demo server. Now that we have everything ready, we can attach our first expert advisor and load the set file. So there we have the set file that has been created. This will transpose all the settings, and very important to make sure that the magic number is different from the other expert advisor. So the magic number for Center EA 12966, and we're going to take that down so that we can track its results. So now we have our first bot set up and the set file loaded. Auto trading is of course enabled, and you'll see it automatically takes a buy trade. Our next step is to attach dark moon to our second chart. So select the second chart and attach dark moon. Again, load the set file and double check that everything is correct. A couple of tips for trading gold. It is important to understand the fundamentals that move price for gold. This includes the supply and demand for this precious metal. High volatility periods include the New York session, and remember that you can have gold denoted with other currencies, like you have the XAU euro, which pegs the gold price against the euro. So understanding the fundamentals, what drives supply and demand, and when to trade a specific security will make a big difference in your trading. It's always important to start your day with the news that might affect the security. Set yourself long-term supply and demand zones on a daily chart. By doing this, you'll be able to identify key zones. Also, keep track of central banks' buying of the precious metal. Lastly, geopolitical things can affect gold immensely, so you will always need to keep your finger on the pulse. I hope that these few tips will really help you improve your trading of gold. So, a few hours later, we'll see that both of the expert advisors have placed their first trades. How I monitor my trades is by opening a separate chart on a higher time frame. So both the bots are running on the 1 minute and the third chart is open on the 5 minute. Let's take a look at some of the trades that have been placed by the two expert advisors. To do that, we're going to account history. Under account history, we see all of the trades placed. So one for dark moon and a lot by Center EA. So you'll see that it only trades in one direction for both of the bots, which is very important for gold. Also, remember, an expert advisor that holds trades during the night will have swap fees, and this will affect your results. The spread of gold also varies a lot, guys, so make sure to keep an eye on that with your specific broker. So let's look at the trades of each of the expert advisors. We're going to filter according to the magic number, first of Center EA, which is 12966. And we'll see the trades placed. A total profit for the expert advisors in the last couple of hours is $2,442.44. So this is a very aggressive strategy. So far, it has been able to close all of the trades in a profit, and we haven't experienced any serious drawdown yet. So we'll keep an eye on this. Let's take a look at the trade placed by Dark Moon. I'm missing a 2. So if you don't have the correct magic number for the indicator, it won't pick up the trades. It's 122334. There we go. So this one has placed one single trade, total profit of $74.46 or 7 pips. Now when we analyze this trade, you'll see that price did continue down, and I will adjust our trailing stop. To adjust the trailing stop, simply select the properties of that expert advisor, and then under average trailing stop, I'm going to let it start at 100. However, I'm going to let it trail by 7 pips to give a little bit more breathing room for the spread. So what we will do in the series is I will keep track of how the two trading bots perform, which one is able to make the most money without blowing the account, and answer the question, which bot is the best for trading gold. If you enjoyed any part of this video, feel free to drop it a like. If you haven't already, subscribe for more content. Happy trading. Bye.